Chimneys vent hot gases or smoke from your fireplace to the outside. Some types also channel air to the fire to keep it burning. Although the concept's very old, today's chimneys have come a long way, and making them is an exhausting business. This company makes chimneys for gas-fired and wood-burning fireplaces. A chimney's inner chamber is called a flue. For a wood-burning fireplace, they make the flue from stainless steel. Workers unwind a sheet, then slice it to the size of the flue section they're making. The sections are up to 25 centimeters wide and 1.2 meters long. They assemble as many as they need to make a complete chimney. Here, a worker folds the edges in opposite directions, which will enable them to interlock. Rollers then curl the sheet into a cylinder. The metal's only about as thick as 4 pieces of paper stacked together. This keeps the chimney lightweight. They weld together the top and bottom ends, and a roller flattens the welded seam. They insert the bottom of the flue between 2 rollers. They form a ridge to which a coupler will later attach. They crimp the metal at the top so it can also hold a coupler. To make top-end couplers, a die punches the shape from lubricated sheets of stainless steel. A robotic arm then suctions out the coupler and places it into another machine that cuts threads into the sides of it. These threads enable the chimney sections to twist and lock together. To attach the coupler, a worker mounts it on top of the flue. A roller then pushes against the flue and the coupler. This expands the metal and secures the pieces together. Now, to join the flue with the outer casing, an 8-sided die pushes out against the coupler to attach it to the flue and the casing. They insulate the chimney with shredded ceramic fibre that can withstand a temperature of over 1,000 degrees Celsius. Workers feed the fibre into a machine that packs it into the cavity between the flue and the casing. The machine then moves the chimney to another station, where it twists a coupler to the bottom end to close the cavity. After a quick brushing to remove any fibre dust, a mechanical arm lifts the chimney and moves it to be boxed and shipped. A gas-burning fireplace generates less heat and fewer corrosive gases, so the chimney flue is made of aluminium-coated steel and the casing of a zinc-aluminium alloy. More affordable materials, yet still well above safety standards. The airspace between the flue and the casing provides the required insulation. A worker places the flue inside an automated welder. It fuses the edges with a laser that's as thin as a human hair. This is called a butt laser weld, because the machine butts the edges together and bonds them. Next, an 8-sided die indents the section with 3 ridges. A component will fit into these indentations later. Here, a machine creates a star-shaped component called a spacer. They use 2 of them to center the flue in the casing. A worker installs a spacer at each end of the flue. Then he inserts the flue into the casing and twists it to lock the spacers into ridges. This connects and aligns the chimney sections. The tops of the chimneys have steel rain caps. They let smoke and gases vent, but keep the rain out, ensuring that where there's smoke, there is indeed still fire.